Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by. Today is a vlog of me getting ready to go to this event with Big Daddy that I'm not excited about going to, but hey, I'm going to it. To support my man. I'm trying my best. That's Sissy sleeping here in the little chair. She's a sweet little thing. And then Sassy is inspecting my bag. I don't know why. She's been asleep right here in this chair. I have towels in the chair to, keep the chairs, I don't know. I don't know. I have towels in the chairs for the cats to lay on versus the chair. And then here's my chair over here. So, let me see if I can open that. Yeah, here we go. So, my chair where I have been napping today, but I got my clothes out and got ready, and I was just going to go get my clothes, walk through the den, and some people had asked to see Big Daddy's chair. It's right there. He's enjoying it very, very much. And we have this other chair next to it in case anybody wants to sit down. Anybody who can sit down and get back up out of a chair that sinks down when they sit down in it is welcome to sit there. And then I have a stack of stuff here to go to the flea market. I just got to get this stuff priced and up to the flea market. So when that will happen, I don't really know. And then we have Big Daddy's desk. And then slipping off into our room here is the clothes I have picked out for tonight. My black pants, my signature black pants, and my shirt. But I am going to throw that shirt in the dryer. Just throw that shirt in the dryer before I get dressed. But Big Daddy's going to be leaving work a little bit early, so we can get there on time. I don't know where Sassy went. Oh, she's probably following me. Sissy girl, you taking a nappy? Alright, I'm going to find my clothes in here because I'm going to throw them in the dryer, which is in the laundry room. That way, in a few minutes. Oh, yep. Let's see. I was going to sit down and crochet on... Oh, there's Phoebe. Hey, Phoebe. Hi, baby. You taking a nappy? Yeah, her taking a nappy. There's Mama's baby. So I am crocheting on Martha the Pigeon. It's a Wooble kit. This video is not about the Wooble kit. It's about me getting ready for my day and what's going on. But last night when I was crocheting on this, at the end of that video, I got to this gray row that I just finished, and I worked the row. It did not work out. I was like, dang, what is the deal? And I worked the row, and it did not work out. I went back and counted the stitches of the previous row. It worked out just fine. But I could not get this row to work out. So I was like, okay, I'm frustrated. I've had, a horrible day. I've been crying off and on all day. Let me just lay this down. And I just laid it down. And I come back in here just now, crocheted the round. It worked out perfect. So sometimes, it's kind of good to do that. Just lay it down and come back to it when you have a fresh mind and you're, can think straight. Because obviously I was not thinking straight when I was trying to do that row. But anyway, so that row worked out perfect now. And I am getting on with this project. I want to finish little Martha the Pigeon. I have a cousin named Martha. And when she was a kid, she got bit by a monkey. And she still has that scar today. She'll remind me every now and then, I still have that scar. I'm like, I know. But there was a man who had a monkey in a tree. And she went down there, just going past that house. And I don't know, you know, kids always probably stop and taunted at the monkey. But I know Martha did not do that. She probably stopped and was talking to it and probably tried to pet it. I would suspect her of that. But anyway, that monkey bit her. So, you know, there's not a lot of common people who don't train animals or work at a zoo or something like that that can say, you know, oh, that scar's from a monkey bite. Anyway. Well, Sassy, what? She's trying to get her head up under my hand. That's what she's trying to do. And why did I just tell that my cousin was bit by a monkey? I'm not crocheting a monkey, I'm crocheting a pigeon. I don't know why I just told that my cousin was bit by a monkey. Did that even fit in what I was saying? I don't know. Oh my gosh. See, and then I'm supposed to go be around people tonight, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, my yarn just fell. Sassy, we have loved and loved all day, baby. They were super clingy, both of them, even when Paige was here. And Sissy's not usually clingy when other people are here. She doesn't come out too much. But anyway, I'm slowly preparing myself to get ready for tonight. Big Daddy's contacted me several times today to make sure I'm okay and that I'm still going. So as long as I, you know, I'm not totally sick, I'm gonna go. I am going to, you know, disconnect my drain bag off before we go. You know, leave that here at home. Or I might wash it out and take it in a Walmart bag so that when we leave there, if I'm in like a lot of pressure, pain, I could hook up in the car. On the way home. I had to pick up my yarn. I don't know if my head ended up in the video or not. Oh, okay. Got that row done, so it's coming along, but really and truly, I don't know why I told about a monkey a while ago. I'm not crocheting a monkey, I'm crocheting a pigeon. But I don't know if that story fit in what I was saying or not. After I said it, I was like, why did I say that? When you're filming a video, you know, me, I'm not speaking for all YouTubers. I'm speaking for me. I never know what I'm going to say because nothing I do is scripted. It is pure, in the moment, whatever pops in my head comes out my mouth. It's not scripted or anything like that. Hey, could you kind of like move along? Yeah, just keep going. And I just never know what's gonna pop out. Okay, I'm trying to tie. I may just turn this wrong side out. I need to tie some of these ends off in here. That's what I need to do. Wheezing a bit. I'm going to try to use my nebulizer before I go. So get rid of some of this wheezing. Otherwise, Big Daddy will be calling me Wheezer. Yeah. Yeah, he will. Then I have to fight him. Oh, gosh. I'll show up at the party fighting these people we don't even know. I didn't tie that one all the way yet. I just tied a half a knot, but I'm just going to go ahead and loop this one And then tie this in. And tie this one. This is crazy. All these little knots I'm making in here. Let me tie this one off so I don't touch these two strings again. These two strings are done. Let me tie this one more time, just in a full knot. There, let's see. Okay. Now I'll tie that one more time. The first few times I was doing it, I had two strings. You know, it's just tying two strings together and two different strings together and two different strings together. Now it's all done. It's all done. I can flip this back over. You could cut those, but they're on the inside, so it don't really matter. Some people like to cut them, and it's no right or wrong. You can do whatever you want to do there. Alright, so now I'm ready to make Martha. Oh, that's why I told about the monkey. My cousin's named Martha. Not that I was crocheting a monkey. My cousin's named Martha. Okay. Y'all just see my brain is just like mush, okay? My cousin Martha. I'm crocheting Martha the pigeon. And that's why I told about my cousin Martha. Okay. Now. Y'all just bear with me. Oh my gosh. Just bear with me. Okay, this next row is a tricky one. And I hope it works out. I need to do 2 single crochets. I'm trying to keep my loop tight. 2 single crochets and an increase, but only 3 times. Here comes Sassy again. So that's 1 time. Sassy. Okay, this is 2 times. And now, oh, did I do an increase? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. Leave my stuff alone, Sassy. Okay, 1, 2, and an increase. Now I hope all this works out. Because now it's starting the back of the bird. Okay, and I'm going to stop right here and make sure I do have that 3 times. Because it looks like I've got it way more than that. Let me see. 1, 2, increase. It's 1 time. 1, 2, increase 2 times. 1, 2, increase 3 times. So, I know. That poor kitty cat hadn't had any petting. She hasn't been petted all week, and it's Friday now. And she hadn't had any lovings whatsoever. Have you, Sassy? No, her hadn't had any loving all week. Poor thing. Oh, she's just rubbing her head hard up on my hand. Poor thing is so spoiled. Nobody ever loves on her. She don't get no attention. Kitty. Oh, look at her. She's like, oh, you're not done. I wasn't done, was I? I thought I was done. But I wasn't. Alright. Can you scoot over a little bit? You're fine. You're fine. Okie dokie. Okay, now I gotta do 2 single crochets. Poor Sassy. 2 single crochets, and then I've got to do a decrease. And then a single crochet. And then a decrease. Okay. And now 3 single crochets. Sassy. We're just hoping this works out stitch-wise. Okay, that makes 3. And then 2. We're gonna hope this works out right. 1, 2, increase. I always feel like I'm not gonna have enough stitches when I get to the end to do something like this. And then 1, 2, increase. So I need 3 stitches left to be able to pull this off. Did I win? 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, and 3. And it's been my increase. So I won. I won. 1 and 2. All right, finished another row. I hadn't, like I said, last night I got frustrated because it was not working out, so I just left it, went on, and just came back to it just now, and it worked out fine. So now I gotta do rows 12, 13, and 14. I'm going to lay these over here in front of Sassy. Now I'm just at some rows to crochet and anyway, it is Friday, my friends. What do you have going on this weekend? What is your weekend plans? At the moment, our plans are to attend some kind of cookout outing tonight. It's going to be at someone's home. I'm learning a little more information about this today. It's at somebody's home, and they're having a cookout for Big Daddy and I and another couple. One other couple is going to be there. So we have that for tonight, and then Saturday we don't have any plans, but I'm going to try to get out of the house to just go somewhere in air conditioning and walk. It'll have to be at a Dollar Tree or something like that. Somewhere just to walk around and get moving, but not out in the heat and exhaust myself. I can't handle that. And that's all the plans we have for the weekend. Actually, I want to finish this pigeon, get it done. Martha, the pigeon, who was bit by a monkey. Oh gosh. So tell me what your plans are for the weekend. You can see that it's taking shape. Like this is the front, and that would be the back, and it's going out, kind of flaring out back here to end up being, the back of the bird, the shape. So this is cute. I like that. I don't know if I've crocheted a little bird like this. Well, a chicken. Yeah, I've done chickens. Oh yeah, ducks. I've done ducks before. Sometimes I forget, but yeah, I've crocheted some yellow ducks. And the duck pattern is from stringydingding.com. She has a cute little quick workup duck pattern that could be done in other colors to make, you know, like our yellow rubber ducky. It could be done in colors to make a mallard duck. And I'm thinking you might could even change up the colors to make it a pigeon. I don't know. I can't remember what the tail of that duck looks like, what the back of it looks like. I can't remember. But it possibly could be changed up to make different types of birds. Okay, got one more stitch on that row. I am having a much better day than I did yesterday. Some days are just hard, you know? Some days you just are extra hard. Like, a lot of days are hard, but then some days are extra hard. And I was just super weepy and just having a struggling hard day. Anyway, put one back because I finished that row. Oh, alright. And just continue to crochet. But yeah, yesterday was very, very hard. Today has been a bit better. I did have to tell Big Daddy earlier to quit calling me so I could take a nap. I was like, I didn't sleep last night. I did not sleep well, and every time I got up to use the restroom, I couldn't go back to sleep. I couldn't doze back off and on, so I was just had a rough night. But then this morning, when Big Daddy left at 7, I started trying to lay back down to go to sleep. I started trying to go to sleep, and then my friend, did I talk to Angela then? We will talk to my friend Angela. And then I tried to sleep, and Paige came, and we done our stuff that we do. And after she left, I talked to Big Daddy and let him know that I was just, lay down, try to take a nap, so I could, feel better for tonight and not be, so sleepy, and because that makes me more stressed and just more emotional when I hadn't had sleep. And so I talked to him and told him that. Okay, a few minutes later, I doze off. I'm finally sleep, blah, blah, blah. He calls. And then again later, I was finally asleep, and he calls. I was finally like, I'm trying to take a nap. Not to be rude, but I really need this nap if I'm going to go tonight. He's like, oh, okay, well, you take a nap. Sassy girl. Sassy girl, what is it? What is it, Sassy? These cats, I test them all the time to see if they know their names between Sissy and Sassy, and they seem to know. Like, Sissy seems to know that Sissy is her, and Sassy knows that I'm talking to her when I say Sassy. So I just test them all the time and do little quizzes on them. I give them pop tests all the time to see if they know their names. And they seem to pass the test every time. The other day, Sissy was under the dining table, and I was in my chair in the living room, and Big Daddy was sitting in there talking to me. And so I was talking to Sissy, who was under the dining table, and she came right over there to me and got up on the chair, on the arm of the chair, and laid down. And Big Daddy was quite impressed that she knew I was talking to her, for one thing, because he thinks they don't know their names. I'm like, yes, they do. I spend all day with them. I know. I test them. They pass the test. But he was quite surprised that Sissy come and got up on the chair and laid down on the arm of the chair beside me. One, she's not that friendly of a cat. And two, that she knew I was talking to her. So, and then I put a stick back. Put one of my needles back, Sassy. And then I wonder if I confused the cats, because I say Sissy and Sassy and mix them up just as much as I did my kids' names, you know. Okay, one more row of just single crochets. I wonder when I put the eyes in. Let me see. Oh, the next part. I have one more row after this one, and then it talks about adding the eyes. So, I might crochet a few ducks. You know, I have a rubber duck collection that I don't talk about. I did last night. In last night's video, I showed Ariel and Minnie, I think. So I do have a rubber duck collection. And then, I don't know if it's normal to talk about your rubber ducks or not. Shall I find out tonight? If anybody mentions their rubber ducks, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have rubber ducks. Oh. So I have some Hello Kitty rubber ducks that came from Five Below. It was 3 in a package. But I saw those and I was like, I want to add those to my rubber duck collection. And that was on a trip one time when I had gotten out of the hospital, and Big Daddy was like treating me to an outing because I had been so sick. You know, so that was my little outing when I got out of the hospital, was to go by Five Below. What is it, Sassy? Well, Martha is quite cute here. I think she'll even be cuter when she gets her eyes in. The only thing about these these kits, let me just tell you, Stringy Ding Ding, her patterns tell you exactly what stitch to put the eye on. This tells you on row such and such, like between rows 4 and 5 with a 5-stitch space between them. So you may not be lining it up exactly correctly, you know, exactly where they need to be. You're kind of making your own guess. But on stringydingding.com, her name is Olive, by the way, and I love that name. Olive tells you exactly which stitch. And here, go ahead and mark it with a piece of yarn or a stitch marker or something, because you're going to put an eyeball there. And I appreciate that, because it takes all the thinking and guesswork and all that. You know, am I doing that right? Does that look good? Do I need to move it? It takes all that out of it whenever the pattern writer tells you, put an eye here. Crochet 3 more, put an eye here, you know, whatever. She usually tells you on the round to mark stitch like 4 and 8. And then when you're crocheting, you put something there to mark those stitches. I usually use a piece of scrap yarn. And then when you come back, you put your stitch, you know, your eye safety eyes in those slots. Alright, I finished up that round. Like I said, I got one more round, and then I'm going to put the eyes in. The next round's one of those tricky ones too. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. I thought it was. It's not, but anyway, I'm going to go crochet that one. Mainly, I'm going to go get my drink. We are just about to leave, and Sassy has been having so much anxiety while I've been getting dressed. She knows I'm fixing to leave, and she is having a fit. And just trying to make me hold her and be with me. I had to make Big Daddy go change clothes because he come in here dressed like Farmer Brown, like he was showing up to work in somebody's garden. So I had to make him go change clothes. I said it was casual. I'm like, it ain't working the garden casual. Yes, poor old Sassy. She's having anxiety and I hadn't even left yet. She knows I'm leaving. She don't want to be left behind. Hey friends, thanks for coming along with us this evening. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Big Daddy.
So Big Daddy and I are headed somewhere kind of special tonight. I don't know what you call it, but Big Daddy has an announcement.
Huh?
Do you have an announcement?
Oh, yes, I have accepted a position at another facility. And these guys have been super accommodating with Kayla's needs, and they just seem like just great guys. And it's a brand new facility that's opening up. It's going to be kind of a luxury facility. They got a lot of big plans. We're going to keep it full. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, we're really excited about it. So we're going to meet the owners tonight, and at one of them's house out in Farmerville, and everybody get acquainted with each other. We got a couple of one of the counselors is going to be there that we hired already. So yeah, it's going to be a fun night, hopefully.
So this is, kind of a big deal to change jobs at this late stage in your life. I mean,
Yeah.
Like at 56 years old, you just can't just run out and get any kind of job out there. So anyway, it's an honor that they even wanted Big Daddy to come to work, for them and help them open up this new place, get it going, and work there. So that's even an honor, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of his work that he's done that stands behind him, that shows, what kind of employee he is. And so he's a sought after man. He's a sought after man. I just, I have to beat the women off every now and then. And so, anyway, so we're going to meet the owners, like he said, and their families, and yeah. So that's why I kind of been nervous the last few days.
You've been nervous.
Mm-hmm. But he has turned in his resignation to his current employer. And I will say that where he works at now, they've been very nice to Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's leaving on good terms. They've been very nice to him. They've been very accommodating for my medical stuff and his days off that he needed for, taking me to appointments in Shreveport. We're very thankful for them. in the past few years. But that job is a lot of stress on Big Daddy because he not only works at that one facility, that facility has a bunch of
intensive outpatients.
Yes,
facilities that I also have to take care of.
So in all, it's about, is it like 10 or 11 places?
10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 10 or 11 different places that he has to tend to. Not just, not just the place that he works at. All their little extensions, which is all over Louisiana.
Yeah.
He has to do all their work too, and so that gets stressful, you know, and at his age, he needs to cut down on stress. I told him his stress is so bad, I have ulcers from it. Because, you know, they said more than 75% of my esophagus and stomach is ulcers. That's from his stress, okay?
You can't blame that on me.
It's his fault. Anyway, yes, he is leaving his job that he currently has on good terms. They're sad to see him go, and
they're a little shocked.
Yeah, they're a little shocked, and even wanted to kind of counter offer and all this, but it's not about that. It's about the stress, and he just needs less stress, you know? Instead of having to juggle 10 or 11.
I'll go from 11 facilities that I've taken care of to one.
And that's going to be like easy breezy for him.
That'll be awesome.
That will be easy breezy. And so, yeah, I'm proud of Big Daddy. He's a good man. He's a hard worker. I know that. He worries about his job when he's not, you know, when he has jobs he's got to get done. He's got deadlines to meet. He worries about them, getting them done. And, you know, a lot of people leave work and don't think about work until they get back to work. And not him. He worries about it the whole weekend. While he's off, he's worried about, you know, keeping all this straight, because there's a lot of stuff to keep straight and take care of.
It's a 24-hour-a-day job.
Yeah, and not only does, I mean, he does about 6 different people's jobs at his current work. He's not just like tending to one little job. He does that plus jobs of about 6 other people. So anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Enough of that. I'm proud of him. So that's what we're going to do tonight, is meet the people of the new place, which he's met them. I've been out to the new place and even took a little video clip of this beautiful lake.
It is beautiful.
Behind it. I might try to clip that in there. There won't be any talking in it. It'll just be muted. But might try to clip that little clip of the lake in there because it is so beautiful. And I told Big Daddy, I was like, if I, you know, was in a working position, yeah, I could stand to go and look at this beautiful scenery every day.
Heck yeah.
Stare at that out the office window.
Beats the heck out of look at that muddy bayou out there.
Yeah. The where he works now is surrounded by water also, but it is a muddy bayou, like
full
you
of
just
alligators
said.
And snakes and everything else.
Yeah, and where he is going is
I can go fishing in this thing.
a beautiful, it's a man-made lake, but it's called, well,
big man-made lake.
Yeah, and it's really pretty, peaceful looking out there. So anyway, so that's where we're headed tonight, and that's what we're up to, and we've been on edge. We've been on edge for a little while. Just, you know, just know it. Are you making the right choice? Are you doing the right thing? And I feel like I've been up in turmoil about it, but you know, I've prayed about it, and I feel like he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing for what he needs to do. So anyway, guys,
it's been a nervous trip. I can say that.
here's some of our scenery. We will be crossing over Lake Darbone.
Yep.
Soonish. But anyway, the new facility they have been working at, it's about the same distance from our house. It's just in the opposite direction. So he'll be getting on interstate and staying on interstate until he gets there. The other facility that he's been working at, he doesn't get on interstate. It's a ton of little back roads and twists and turns and some bumpy harbor roads, and You know, but it'll take him it's about the same distance, and it'll probably take him about the same amount of time to get there. So nothing's changing in any of that. But I will say this, the new place that he is going to work for, Big Daddy told him, you know, that he has to have insurance from day one, and went over some of my medical stuff. And so they're like, yes, that's fine. That's, you know, we understand. And even on days that we go to Shreveport and I'm sitting in an infusion room all day, he can take a laptop and work from there.
Yep.
So that's good, you know. And then also they're checking on some things for my insurance. And even if some of these things don't pan out, like they're checking to see if they can cover my formula on their insurance. Now, that would be wonderful if they are able to. But even if they don't and they're not able to, it's still awesome that they even checked into it to see that, you know, if it can be covered or not. Under our current policy, it is stated that tube-fed formula is not covered. No ifs, ands, buts about it. It is written in the policy that it is not covered. And so Big Daddy did go over that with this new guy, and he's going to check and see, you know, and try to make sure that's not in their policy or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know the details, but just the fact that he's checking on it says a lot to me. Right, Big Daddy?
Yep.
All right. That is part of Darbone Lake. We're going to be crossing right down in the middle of that in just a moment.
Yeah, we'll see a whole lot more of it in just a minute.
Yeah, there's water also on that side. We'll be turning soon.
Mm-hmm.
We just passed a little store that I used to ride my go-kart up to when I was a kid. My grandma lived up here, and I stayed with her in the summertime, and I'd ride it's a pretty long road, but I'd ride my go-kart all the way down the end of that road up to the highway. It's starting to rain, Big Daddy.
I see that.
Well,
you could do that back then. Nowadays, they put you in jail almost.
Yeah, I'd ride my go-kart down to that store and get a Capri Sun. So I told Big Daddy, I said, I think it's about it was about the time that Capri Suns first came out. It is starting to rain, and this that we're going to is supposedly a cookout.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a cook-in now.
Hopefully they got a patio, covered patio.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a cook-in. This is some beautiful country up here. Lots of hills and I was closer to the turn. I thought it was closer to the turn.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
What was you going to say a minute ago when I first turned off? Oh, yeah, here's a turn up here. At the chicken place.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Yeah, there we go. I was just going to say, I've been a bundle of nerves for the last week. You know, knowing they were going to send me a proposal. And, you know, I've been talking with them, and it's, you know, when they sent the proposals, when it really got real, you know, and like I said, I've been at Palmetto for 23 years now. And leaving there and starting all over at another place is a daunting prospect, but getting, you know, I'm in on the ground floor. I'm helping get it set up and get going, so it's I'm really excited about that. And like I said, I've been a bundle of nerves and stress and anxiety and everything else that's been going on with me this week. And when I finally was able to get my resignation letter sent out and handed it in and all that kind of stuff, it was like a burden just got lifted off of my shoulders. Like I could breathe again. So
That is Lake Darbone that we're looking at right there. Looks like a real pretty day with the camera pointed this way. Blue skies and clouds. Looks very tropical, very nice. And then we go this way, and it's gray.
Over there, and it's stormy.
And we go over here, and it's raining its butt off over there. So we got 3 different things going on here, and I don't even know about behind us.
It's fine behind us. Like that over there almost.
Yeah, apparently it's all stormy and gloomy, and then you turn over here and you're like, oh, it's a beautiful day. This is Lake Darbone. That's a hotel there on the lake.
That's where Stuart and Kayla got married.
Is it?
Yep. And their reception out on the deck over the water. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah. That's a couple that I work with. They actually met at Palmetto. Henry's Catfish.
Is there a fish place open?
Huh?
Is there a new fish place open back there?
Yep.
Huh. We don't come up to this part of town. Well, I mean, it's not, we don't live here in this town. My sister lived out here. She passed away in 2020. She lived out here, and we don't get up here that much anymore. My grandma lived up here. And Tina, one of my subscribers, she does live up here. I don't know whereabouts, but she lives somewhere in the area, and I came up here and met her one time. And I'd love to meet with her again, but you know how life is.
Is that when we went to that
little sale they had that day?
I was going to say flea market, but it wasn't a flea market.
Craft show.
Craft show, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we need to look for Miller Street. But that's on through town a little bit, so.
Yeah, was we going to stop at Sonic and get me a drink?
Where's it at?
Should be up here on your side. Yeah, they're on a cookout. I'm sure they're cooking all kinds of yummy meats and stuff like that I can't eat stuff like that. So we were going to stop at Sonic and get me a shake, so I'll have something to fill my belly and won't be, hungry.
Sure is a Sonic up there?
Well, when you get to...
we got 2 blocks, we turn right.
When you get to Highway 2, I thought it was a Sonic. Well, if it ain't, it ain't. Well, if it's not, it's not.
We'll ride down there real quick and see.
If you don't find one, you don't find one. It's okay.
No, it ain't. She'd have something.
We passed the Popeyes, so I thought it was a Sonic right past it, but we passed the Popeyes. I thought Sonic was right down here. Who knows? I tore that Sonic down. Maybe not. It's McDonald's.
There it is.
Yep, there's Sonic.
Look at there. Look at there.
So we're going to slip in there and get me a shake.
It cooled down to 87 with 100% humidity, so hey, we're doing good.
Yeah.
It was 95 with 100% humidity.
We don't even know if we're going to the right place. Our GPS is cray-cray.
Phone this time.
Yeah, he's using his phone mostly, but our GPS takes us all over the country. And then when we finally get to where we're going, we figure out we could have just stayed where we were and took a simple road and got there.
Like we were going to see Elijah that time. It took us 35 miles out of the way
Yeah, it always takes us like a long way around.
to a gated driveway.
Yeah. But the rain stopped. The sun's out.
Yeah. We drove into the sunshine
Yeah.
for the most part.
All right, Big Daddy, here's the rule. No mention of my YouTube.
No.
Don't get up there and embarrass me talking about that.
A superstar.
Where do we go?
Take a right. Wait a minute. Left. Yep.
Probably the last ones to get there.
Yeah, we're gonna be the last ones to get there, but you know what?
What?
We're gonna get there.
I know. I hate walking in.
Tell them the GPS took us all over the world.
I hate walking in all late, though.
Mm-hmm.
I hate walking in late.
Well, you shouldn't have made me change clothes 3 times.
I didn't. I could change clothes 3 times. He did go in there, and he'd come in from work, and he went in there and changed clothes to casual clothes, and he was going to wear jeans. But when he come out, he was giving off some major pawpaw vibes. And I was like, I worried about what I was going to wear and got dressed, and here you're wearing pawpaw uniform, and you look like you're showing up to work in somebody's garden. Not really, but I was like, no, go put what you had on back on.
Yeah, she like, no.
I was like,
I don't think so.
I don't know, I'm going with you. I think in the end you're going to be glad you changed clothes. You didn't wear your pawpaw uniform.
I mean, either way, it's fine with me, but I'm going to be the most overdressed person there.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh well. You'll be fine. Do you know where we're going?
Absolutely not. If this thing here don't take us in the right place, we're screwed.
How much further does it say we got?
We're just right around the corner from it, according to this. Should be a big driveway up here in a second.
Is this it?
Like this one.
Are you sure?
Nope. I'm not. She's probably asking us where we're at. Hi, how are you?
My dad's house, straight down.
I'm looking for 901 Hudson.
Okay, go to the second gate.
Second gate? All right, thank you.
Thanks. So this is part of it, but that's the first gate. She said go to
Board.
the
Yeah.
second gate. Okay. So here's the second gate. That was nice of her to tell us.
Yeah.
To stop and tell us.
Because we done went down to the barn or whatever that is over there.
Ooh, the sun's bright. I don't know what we can see, but the sun is bright, blinding.
Well, this is nice.
Well, they are back up off the road for sure. Wow. Okay, so over there, you can't really see it, I don't think, because of the sun, but there's a big barn. Alright, I'm nervous again. I'm nervous again now.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize any vehicles?
Right on.
You don't even know whose house we're at, do you?
Nope. Have no idea whose house we're at.
That's the way we roll, people.
Yeah, we just pull up
All right.
places like, ooh, hey.
Y'all got something to eat? We smell food cooking.
We are here. Apparently, it had us go into the barn, but all right.
Hey friends, I know you can't see us that well, but I'm here and Big Daddy's over here. So I wanted to go ahead and close out this video on our ride home so that when I get home I can get this put together and upload it and all that. It's already pretty late, so you know, I imagine most of you aren't seeing this until Saturday, but that's okay. You just watch it whenever you get a chance. So we had a lovely night. I will say, I'll be the first to admit that I had a very lovely night, very pleasant, just a fun, relaxing time, and so it was very nice. We met with the 4 men who are the owners of this new facility that's opened up, and 3 of the wives were there, and so also the director and the administrator, which is a husband and wife team, was there, and then another guy that's coming over from Jody's work that's going to be a counselor. And so we all just met, and they had barbecue dinner catered, and from what I understand, it was yummy. I don't know from experience. I had my Sonic ice cream. And so you know, they just talked about some plans and their excitement about the business opening up and their goals and what they hope to see and stuff like that. And I was able to talk with some of the ladies and get to know them some, and we had a good time. I had a good time. What about you, Big Daddy?
I had a ball.
Yeah.
I loved meeting the rest of the owners. I met one already. I loved meeting the other 3 guys. I loved their vision for the place, their excitement, their energy for the place. We're going to be one of the premier treatment centers in the country, so we are ready to go. A lot of work's got to be done between now and then, but we are getting there.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, but Big Daddy's excited to be on the ground up.
Yep.
Of that, and to get, you know, to get in there and get things set up and get it going. So I'm excited for Big Daddy.
I've been hanging on what I do, so.
Yeah. Big Daddy, you know, does play an important part of getting things certified and approved, and I know you can't really see me, but I'm here. certified and approved, and
getting the operating license to go.
yeah, getting all the license and all those little technical things that you have to open a business, you know, the health department, the fire department, you know, getting coordinated with all those places and getting the insurance agencies certifications and stuff.
Background checks.
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
Every employee, you know, has to have background checks every month, and it's a lot of work, but
guess what?
No. So anyway, he's excited to, you know, be in on that from the floor up and get that done. It's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it in the end. And I'm proud of Big Daddy because the owners was telling me, you know, like I talked to each of the owners individually several times, and each one of them was saying, that Jody's name kept coming up when they were talking about getting employees. That, somebody said, we need Jody Miller. We need him out here. He can do this. He can get this going. And, his name kept coming up. So they was finally glad to meet Jody Miller and get him on board. And he signed, with them. So he's there. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Jody. I'm proud of the name that he's made himself. Through his work ethic and, his determination and things that he does. And he's happy. He, feels like it's going to be less stress and just less
It's going to be a lot of work right up front, but once they get it set,
less dealing with unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
And, actually getting down to treatment and helping people. That's Jody's heart.
Yep.
Is helping people. And we feel like these guys, that's their heart too. That's what Jody has questions for them, like why do you want to start a treatment center? What? Because none of these men are in the treatment center field or world. Their jobs are totally nothing about this. And he wanted to know why. Why do you want to do this? Because he wanted to know where their heart was and what their plan and vision and all that is. And he's happy with all the answers he got. Everybody told him the correct answer.
When they're interviewing you, you're also interviewing them. Because if you're not a good fit, and you get a bad feeling about it, that's not something that you want to just go into because there's good money in it, but you'd be miserable the whole time. So
and if you feel like you're not doing people right,
yeah,
there's that.
So these guys are all in it for the right reasons. They actually want to get out and actually make a difference in people's lives, not just grab every penny or dollar that they can from insurance companies and things. They actually want to get out there and help. So that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And that's what we talked about a lot tonight. Just the plans and growing and everything. It's I'm really excited about this.
I am too. I'm excited about it, and I feel good about it. Like, sometimes you just, you don't feel good about a choice or a decision, but I prayed about it and just, I asked God, if it ain't meant to be, don't let it happen. Close the door. Well, he opened the door and the window.
Yep.
Oh, the Lord opened the door and opened the windows. So, Big Daddy went through the door and the windows. He went through the door and I'm climbing through the window. But anyway.
I couldn't fit through the window.
Anyway, so just being silly. But we had a good night tonight, and I just wanted to close out this video because, this is part of our vlog and our journey and our daily, vlogs that I do. And so just bringing you guys along with us and letting you know our excitement and what's going on with us. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Okay, friends? Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.